Look, so I do have a university degree. I did one in Bachelor of Visual Communications, Graphic Design, and it was very useful to help me build a network of people, to learn from some great teachers. And I have to admit that I have caught up with many of my teachers since and argued the merits of what they taught me versus the application of it in the real world. For anyone who's coming up now, whether they want to start a new career or if they want to try something different, go find people who have done it. Find people who are 20 years ahead of you, 5 years ahead of you, 2 years ahead of you. Take them out for lunch, take them out for dinner, and learn as much as you can from them. Do anything you can to help them, and get your hands as dirty as possible, because it doesn't matter how much you read, it doesn't matter what books you consume, videos you go through, courses you go through. If you're not applying the actual information, if you're not taking new information, new perspectives and applying it straight away, you're gonna miss out on all those little like intangible parts that are what turn it into a reality. For me, it's definitely I can work pretty well in any city. I find the biggest thing for me has to be that I can be left alone. So if I need to get work done, that I can go and lock myself away, whether it's in a cafe or preferably in a study or an office or something, where I can just disappear and get to and from the work without friction. And then I can take care of all the day-to-day admin stuff without having to do it myself. So I can pay someone to come in and do it, or I can arrange something so that it's not something I have to worry about. So in terms of that, it's pretty much any major city will work, and as long as there's a good internet speed. So trying to fight against unpredictable internet, for me, has been learning to accept that you go to some countries, you go to some cities, forget about it. Just you're not going to get any internet work done. So when you can get work done, you go build as much stuff offline as you can, and then just connect, upload, and move on. That's it. If your mindset is holding you back in terms of you think it's your mindset, well, forget about the mindset side, because the mindset is a byproduct of the outcomes, the experience, the physiology that you go through. So figure out the problem you want to solve. More importantly, the result you want to achieve, whether that is, I want to have enough money coming in every month to live a 6-figure lifestyle in a capital city in the Western countries where I have X, Y, and Z, a maid, a cleaner, and don't have to cook my own meals. Okay, that's the question, that's the challenge. Then write down 30 ways to solve that problem. Because if you just do that, if you focus on like, this is the clear positive outcome I'm working towards, if you figure out what the challenge is and then figure out ways to approach it and succeed at it, then you're gonna win. And it's just that, not so much shifting your mindset specifically off the bat, but a change of the way you see the world and a change of the way you approach it. If I had left some of my groups of friends earlier and just accepted that when I left them, they would be making space for new groups of people, new social acquaintances, new social friends, new actual good friends, that would have accelerated everything so much quicker. Because in this weird way, you're not meaning to be anchored back by your past, you're not meaning to be slowed down by your past, but because you're trying to keep everyone happy, you're trying to maintain those relationships, you're not focusing, like what we were saying before, on the outcome you're working towards. You have to just be prepared to work forward and cut out the past. In all honesty, as long as you can deliver, as long as you take the time to step back and go, all right, what's the real situation here? What are we working towards? And what are your fears? What are your concerns? What are your problems as a client? I've found that, honestly, it's just about keeping your cool. And I advise is always to be the one who steps back and goes, look, let's just have a look at the situation. Why allow yourself to get emotionally worked up negatively about something like that?